Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Listen, I know a lot of people that are on social media, especially during this time, we don't know what we can do, what we should do. There's uncertainty, there's insecurity, there's worry, there's fear. But the number one thing that we can do is develop confidence during this time, develop certainty, develop hope, develop faith and belief in what we can do. And one of the number one ways to do that, I often hear people say, well, I'm not going to do XYZ thing that will help me grow my business until I'm confident in doing it. I'm not going to do this thing until I feel absolutely certain or confident that it's going to work out, a guarantee of the result, whatever. And people are wondering what to do first. Well, the first thing that you need to do, truthfully, is do one hard thing. Do one thing that you feel insecure with. Do one thing that you lack confidence in every single day. And as you do that over time, as you do it, even though you lack confidence in doing it, the more you do it, the better you will get at it. It's just like practicing at basketball, at baseball, at fitness, at, think about dating. Right? We lack confidence in that. It's like driving a car. And yet we believe that when we have a goal in business or with our faith or social media or something like that same process doesn't apply, that we can't do it until we have full certainty and confidence in perfection. And the more you do things scared, imperfect, look silly, insecure, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Exactly. Because the process of just doing it, of just telling your fear, stand down, and then walking courageously and doing what you're scared of confidently, changes everything for you. You will not develop confidence in those areas until you step out and do them, until you step out and do something that you've never done before. And so this week, start to do things that you lack confidence in. Start to do things that you feel insecure, feel worried about, feel uncertain and uneasy about. Just do one thing per day. Many times I talk with people, they're scared to do video on social media. Right now, video is where everybody's connecting, where messages are getting across to people. And yet they come up with, there's 1,001 reasons why they're not good enough. They don't sound good enough. They don't like how they look. They don't like the lighting. They don't have the perfect camera, whatever that is. These beliefs that are keeping people from doing the very thing and they're trying to tiptoe and dance around the very thing that they need to do because they're scared of actually doing that one thing that they're scared of. Start to do the hard thing that scares you today. Start to do the hard thing this week, this coming week that scares you. Start to do that one thing that you're scared of doing. For me, I've been scared for a long time of doing a number of things that I've been doing this last month. I was scared to launch a social media ads course. Why? Well, I've ran multiple millions of dollars in social media ads over the years. But there were reasons that I had that I was scared that I was letting keep me, that it wasn't going to be perfect or the perfect timing. And you know what? My wife encouraged me. She's like, no, you need to put that course out there. And honestly, it's literally the best training I've ever done on social media ads. There's nothing else out there like it. If you go through it, it's the best training out there on it. I'm confident in that now. But the process of recording it, of doing it scared, of doing it where I felt nervous to put this out there, to put it was like my work over the last 13 years. It's literally, I've spent days, months, weeks studying all of this stuff and condensing it into a course for people was scary for me. Right? You'd think well, why is that? You've done it for so long. Yes, but now I'm putting it out there for people. That was scary. And so As silly as that sounds, right? I had to do it. And the process of doing the thing that I was scared to do, even as crazy as it sounds, built confidence. It built clarity. It built certainty. And now I'm like, you know what? I have authority. I have confidence that I can tell people, you know what? I have spent millions of dollars either for companies I've worked for, clients I work with, and myself. I did affiliate marketing, spent over $1 million in ads in affiliate marketing back in 2009. Multiple millions of dollars with companies I work for. This last year, millions of dollars with the clients that I manage ads for. So, and on all of those cases, multiple returns and profits. So it's like, okay, like I have certainty that I know what I'm talking about, that I can teach it. And yet even there, I had a lack of confidence in putting it out there. And so stepping out, doing it scared, doing it worried, doing it even afraid, that process, I had put it off for like 2 years doing. I had put it off for years doing that. I had put it off for months. A year ago today, I said, I'm going to make a social media ads course. And yet it took me a year to do it, right? So even I go through this. I'm not saying this to say, look at me, look at what I've done. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I want to encourage you that the moment that you step out, you do that thing that you're afraid to do. The moment that you step out and start to do it, not talk about doing it, not planning on doing it, that's great. And that's a great first step. But you can plan yourself into a grave. You can plan yourself into going broke. You can plan your way into failure. But as soon as you step out and take action, put your money where your mouth is. Start doing something that you've never done before, scared, while you have uncertainty. Not waiting until you have a guarantee, not waiting until you feel certain, by the way. Confidence comes by walking courageously. When we step out, take a risk, do something while we are scared. We disempower the fear. That's what we have to do. So the fear is there. What we're afraid of is there. Like all of my little worries and fears that I had, they were still there the whole time. But I had to do it scared, without confidence. I had confidence in what I teach. There was some other things that I was still letting keep me from doing it. And so I had to just do it, even though I had that worry and fear, right? And so that's what I want to encourage you in. That's the whole point of this. Whatever that little thing is that you're like, you've been dancing around doing for a year. You've been dancing around doing for 6 months. You've been dancing around doing for the last 30 days, maybe, as all this is hitting with coronavirus. Start doing it. I'm gonna put something out here in the next month for people. It's a resource that I'm excited to put out there. And again, it's another little hurdle for me. I'm a little scared to put it out there. I know I can deliver on it. I know it's going to impact people, but it's like, oh, there's so much nerve still building up to it, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to impact people, and it's exciting. But it's that process. And so come along in this journey. Let's do this together. If you're not in the hashtag Grow Your Life community that I have on Facebook, join that group. Just look up hashtag Grow Your Life. And I'm doing, right now, there's a 21-day internet cash flow formula where I'm walking people through for 21 days. We're on day 13 now of this, and there's the whole recordings of it. It's in the group where I walk you through step by step, utilizing the new environment that we have online right now, the new environment on the internet, to get results, to do things that we haven't done before. And a big part of this is growing in confidence. I talked about copywriting yesterday. We're going to talk about advertising some more today. We talked about social media and content creation the day before. We talked about funnels, email marketing, all of that. So check that out. Join the group. There's over 1,000 people in there. You can just bounce ideas around. You can ask questions. You can get questions answered if you have uncertainty, if you have worry, if you have just questions about things. And there's a lot of people in there that can answer your questions as well as myself. I'm in there talking with people. If you just want to bounce an idea around, you can send me a DM. You can schedule a 15-minute call with me on my website. You can go over there, jeremiahkrakowski.com/coaching. And I know some of you have filled that form out, but you haven't scheduled a time with me. I sent an email out to people. Go click that link, schedule that time where we can talk together and hop on the phone. And let's start helping you. Let's start moving forward towards your goals. Let's start taking action today, not just talking about it, not just planning about it. By the way, not planning is planning for failure. I agree with that completely. But if we can plan ourselves into failure by not taking action. And so that's kind of what I'm getting at. I'm huge on dreaming. I'm huge on coming up with ideas. I'm huge on casting vision and creating new ideas, but ideas without action don't go anywhere. So it's a complete system. We got to go idea, plan, action. It's time for you to do that. So grow your life, everybody. We'll talk soon. Have a good one.